WTF Nation Radio
is in the house. Freedom is the right of all sentient beings.
Broadcasting live from the basement of the Pentagon. This is WTF Nation Radio.
This is a public service announcement from C.T. Fletcher. I will not contribute to the pussification of a nation. Get your punk ass out there and work for it, motherfucker.
Let's roll.
Good morning, Sergeant Major.
How do you know what kind of goddamn day it is?
Beautiful morning, Sergeant Major.
Are you a fucking weatherman now?
You're listening to Sergeant's Time on WTF Nation Radio.
Functional Veteran Center of Excellence. WTF Nation Radio's Sarge's Time. U.S. Army WTF Moments. Broadcasting deep within the basement of the Pentagon, somewhere in Cheyenne Mountain, somewhere in Vandenberg Space Force Base, maybe in the Alamo or Area 51, but definitely not in the basement of Palantir. My host. You can call me Cad Ice, the old style name. I don't know. I'm not comfortable with that name still, because I'm out. I'm in public. So, anyhow, hope you guys are doing great on this Juneteenth. I'm gonna say something right now, and this is a comment that it was just something that look. The makeup of the admins is diverse, really diverse. Pick your race; they're part of it. I don't think we have Asian. Do we have an Asian in our team? I'm trying to remember. But we have a pretty diverse team. And everyone posts the jokes that mean to, for whatever their jokes are that they would get. And also we have, the veteran mentality, the military mentality. So we posted a cake that was for Juneteenth, which, by the way, I hope you're having a good Juneteenth today. The Emancipation Day, June 19th. And it was like really not, hey, this is pretty cool. We follow, and we have a lot of friends and fans that are of all races. So it was pretty funny to see a chat with a cake posted on the main page that had Latinos, blacks, and everyone, bullshitting around in the chats, right? Everybody was saying that it was racist and you shouldn't have posted that. I'm going to say that what we thought was eye-opening was the comments. Some of you guys are still in. Some of you guys think you're going to get shielded by some sort of, defense type of, hey, look what happened. I got busted because I violated AR 600-20. That's still in effect, guys. And I'll be honest with you, the reactions to everyone said that I don't think there's not too many pages that post anything about Juneteenth. And even had some senior leaders reach out to me. Hey, man, holy crap. I got the joke. I thought it was funny. Another one said, hey, I can't believe that the soldiers are making these comments. And it was, yeah. If you hang out in the barracks, you ever see the meme where you see the cholo, the cowboy, the kid with the saggy pants, the Asian kid, they're all hanging out at the barbecue, and there's a meme about that, what it looks like on the barracks at the stoop. Yeah. I'm going to say right now, your soldiers are seeing everything that you post. If you go ahead and go check out that post on U.S. Army WTF Moments' Facebook page. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. I just wanted to open up with that because I'm thinking, damn. And then it didn't help that Fort Carson posted a auction. It was an auction. Just an auction, share, to that effect. I think sometimes reading the room helps. And I was talking to some senior level individuals that work in comms, communications, public affairs and all that. I think we've lost that touch. I think we lost being cognizant of who we have in the uniform. Name your race, name your gender. I think we're getting kind of stupid about it. And I think sometimes it's being dismissed like, oh, come on, man. It's so savage now. Because now it's really funny. It's really funny. You have U.S. Army WTF moments telling everybody to ratchet their shit back. You guys are getting stupid. I'm just like, woo. Yeah, until you get your freedom paper, DD-214, shut your pie hole. Yeah, your big pie, exactly that. Right? It's just like some of the things that, there are things you can and cannot. Which is funny because the ones that were making most of the comments on there, that thought, ha, 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 some of them are in the inbox saying that they've been mistreated or righted or they're wronged. Or they'll try to drag some, hey, look, most of them making them comments aren't even in anyways. A lot of it too are bots. We're doing our best, by the way, to block a lot of it, the bots and stuff like that. But I just think it's funny that the savageness, the vet bro, I guess, bro vet, whatever slant you want to use, that's not sustainable. That it's, hey, look, har, funny, ha, 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 ha. U.S. Army WTF moments has evolved from being meme pages, shit talking, to now being more of a resource to assisting commands, to be the eyes and ears for them to know what's going on in their formations, or to kind of give them a little nudge, a little on-the-spot correction. No harm, no foul. We really, believe it or not, we really love the Army. We love the Army. U.S. Army WTF moments, of course. That's the name. It's in the title. The WTF Nation, of course, supports veterans, active duty reserve, all, even the crayon eaters, even Coast Guards, people, Space Force, Air Force. I was just kind of like, damn, guys. I mean, there's some saucy comments that I make due to my multi-ethnicity of my own personal, my family, and my own personal chats that I have with my family, Black, Latino, white, and it's just something that we say in the chats. But professionalism, I just think right now we've kind of lost it. I can't believe I'm saying this. WTF moments is saying this. If you, yeah, exactly that. If you need a Facebook page to correct your shit, there's something wrong with you. The Army sucks. Go Army. Yeah, exactly that, Josh. Exactly that. Only we can talk shit about the Army, though. Max says to Chris, Matt Chris, military is the best melting pot because we don't care about your gender, race, creed. All we care, you do your jam job. Yeah, exactly that. Some like to add to it and even more than normal. All are and the non-American civvies. Yeah, hey, what's up, PIQ? Yeah, man. We even see that's the thing. We also have international followers, international listeners that tune in. We even have adversaries that come in and tune in and try to hijack our shit. What's up, Putin? Fuck you. So about that cake, yeah. I just brought it up. I just talked about it. I just talked about the cake, man. You're late. So yeah, again. So I'm just saying, watch what you're saying. Because when I have birds and stars in my chats, in my inbox, in my phones, some of them have a direct line to me. Yeah, careful out there. Also, your teammates. Can we? Hey, what's up, Gabrielle? Wait a minute. Didn't I see? Hey, Gabrielle, you must be talking about some pay issues with an AT that happened in your organization, in an organization. 80% of it admin, yeah. How to certify it? Yeah, exactly that. So we're gonna get to that in a minute. But we got it real quick. We got a jam-packed discussion going on that's happening. But yeah, you were talking. Yeah, that was me. That was us. Yep, I see you. Oh, you got that DD-214? Oh, okay, there you go. All right, Gabrielle, I guess you could talk. At any rate, so interesting news in the Army lately. We have, we got the parade. Everyone was kind of like talking about the parade and bringing their drama and stuff like that. On the Monday edition, I'm going to talk about the specifics of the parade. Look, Army 250th, celebrate. It's a celebration. Everyone should be happy that we've made it this far as an Army. 250 freaking years. You should be celebrating the soldiers that took an opportunity to participate in a very historic event. You're only 250 years once. So again, I think that leave the kids alone. Stop with the it's because of this or it's because of that. Because I'm going to go a little in depth on the parade stuff and what it's about. And actually, there's more to come. There's more partying to happen. The Army's parade just kicked it off. Why would you not celebrate the Army anyways? Fuck. I just can't wait to yeah, exactly that. Wonder what the Navy's going to do. You know, we're going to have some carriers come over. But again, we hear it on Fleet Week. We hear it on the Marine Corps Ball. So I don't want to hear it. Army, good job. There's some, I'm waiting for a friend of mine to come back with his assessment of why everybody was out of step. There were some step issues that were happening with drill and ceremony and the way the angle of. Now, me personally, don't leave me on red. I could have made y'all look baller. I did provide my own personal video that I posted, 40K Warhammer type stuff. That I think that we should have went in there balls deep with that freaking go Army, Pete Navy. So we'll go. Everyone's asking me about the parade. We'll talk about it on Monday because there's a lot of political stuff in between and involved that had nothing to do with the service. All I'm going to say is let's celebrate. The soldiers did a good job. Hey man, I'm a hater. Because my guy, you know, our guys got to go out there. My guys, CQ and all the other homies out there that, you know, part of the WTF Nation team got to go out there behind the scenes as well. They got to participate in that. I didn't get to. I had to stay home and make sure all the stuff was being posted. So I was hoping to see the deadline truck struggling down the road of the parade, spewing oil all over the place. Yeah. The party continues in Iran. Yeah. So I didn't mean to go a little far in my monologue. I just wanted to say, damn. Don't be talking about professionalism and look at that soldier not wearing their uniform top or look how fat that soldier is. And then you're in the comments shit talking a Juneteenth cake, which was a conversation that was done by, you know, white, black, Latino. I mean, everybody was in there. So all races. I think drill on smarter uniforms for drills needed. I think that, yeah. Well, I think, the problem is that everyone says it's not a big deal that we have drilling so many in our NCO PDSs, non-commissioned officer professional development system. We don't have that. Well, they took it out. So let's get in the news, man. I want to hurry and get in this stuff. We've got a lot of stuff to talk shit about. First off, matter of fact, I'm going to drop this in the chats because I cannot believe, I don't know why this was happening. I think I'm the only podcast live for today, right? Aside from the other, political stuff. That the Army. Okay, I'll read that one more. Okay, I'll read Red Force comment, and then that we'll go ahead. It's ridiculous how divisive they made something as innocent as the Army's birthday parade. I feel like we're a stone's throw away from Democrats openly hating the military with how they've been acting. I think it is when it's a prop thing with both parties. Red, that's what I think it is. I think it's a prop that politicians have been using us as props forever and a day. Look how fucked up they were marching. I was just surprised of the ones that were on just a week ago. Stop using the military as props. So, yeah. So, anyways, the Army brings in. I popped it in the chats. The Army brings in tech executives as lieutenant colonels. Say what? So if you know somebody that's out there doing stuff tech-wise, and if you're out there and you just happen to get in the, hey, maybe that's why all the Facebook stuff, all the Facebook drama that's been happening with all the leaks. No, I'm just kidding. The Army swearing in top executives from Meta, OpenAI, and Palantir as senior officers to be part-time advisors. Story from Task and Purpose. The Army kind of like, detachment, blah, blah, blah. Kind of like let something out. That's kind of like, wait, what? So you're saying that all we have to do is if you know somebody, damn it, I'm trying not to be fucking political for a Thursday show. So if you're a big defense contractor, you're working with the military, you're gonna get a seat in to be an advisor. Hey, how about this? How about you use what we currently have in place, fix that before we start adding more shit. It's kind of funny that we are now seeing seeing the you would have known about that if you watched the podcast episode, but you don't like that lieutenant colonel, huh? What are you talking about? What podcast episode are you talking about? Huh? What? What are you saying, Pip? Are you talking to me, Pip? You talking to us? So, anyways. Army bringing in big tech executives as lieutenant colonels. Once again, I'm getting my freaking spammed on the... See, when you go shopping on the phone... Yeah, be careful about being a defense contractor for a major company. Hot water boiling. Yeah, exactly that. PCS like a pro. What's up, Meg is in the chats. But yeah, bringing in big tech executives. Why can't we just fix it like the first time? Like, get it right. Why do we have to bring people in? It's almost like Congress. It's almost like our government. We have a nice car, right? Good running car. We're slapping so much Bondo on that shit that it can't make a left or right turn. Good. We don't even, matter of fact, cars, it's not even recognizable. That's the way government, and it looks like that's the way the Army's starting to run with their bringing big tech executives. Oh, shit. Did you know that you had several opportunities? I would just say the Army has several opportunities to use innovative techs. I can read a slide roll. Yeah, do I qualify? Exactly. There's a lot of innovations that were within service that veterans can just do on their own that really didn't need to have big money, big checks, or an already given contract. And you're all breaking balls about about the old Secretary of Defense, Austin and Raytheon and all that. You guys are breaking balls about him, but not saying shit about these guys, which is Andrew Bosworth, Chief Technology Officer of Meta. And then Shyam Sankar, Chief of Technology for Officer Palantir. Taylor, why are you posting so much dumb shit lately? Say it with your full chest. Okay. The content's provided by our audience. So you're calling them a bunch of dumb shits? There you go. At any rate, thank you for your insight. Your grasp of the obvious is inspiring there, Taylor. So former senior executives from Palantir are being sworn in the Army as direct commission officers. See, they're not even going to basic training. Who's their NCO? That's going to be the new one. Hey, sir. Hey, Colonel. Let's just say it right now. Hey, Colonel Meta. Hey, Colonel Palantir. Where's your sergeant major at? Who are your first sergeants? Who are your NCOs? Where are they at? They're just going to direct commission as lieutenant colonels. The direct commissioning program is funny when it's being lauded for people that is liked or oh, this is stupid for people that are hated for specific fields. But I'm curious to find out how this is going to roll. Chili peanuts. Oh, what's up, Musa? Maybe we can get one of the people from home inspection TV shows to direct commission to fix them barracks. You ain't lying, Patrick. The Army calls the program to recruit Silicon Valley executives Detachment 201. Now, if you're in the soft world and you hear detachment something with a number behind it, all of a sudden my ears perk up. Yeah, exactly that, Meg. Oh, good question, PCS like a pro. Look at that. The real question is, can they pass their PT test? Or back in the day when we used to have them, but did he do his SSDs? Boy, Taylor's angry. Like your name and your profile pic. Huh? Taylor, are you talking to yourself, Taylor? Does that need to be shaved? Yeah, does he authorized to grow a beard? So this is the one of the executives, formerly Facebook, Andrew Bosworth, posted on X that the 201 moniker was a nod to the HTTP coding command, which 201 response indicates is a creation of a new programming resource. You know, I'm gonna tell you what, man. Are they in yet? So that way are we gonna start? Can we start shit talking them now because they're not in? Are their officers or on certain status or something like that? I just don't get it. How come we could not have used the resources that we have right now to assist in innovation? We had, I don't know. We're gonna talk about it in a minute. We have Hots and Cots. We have PCS like a pro. We have Army Reddit. We have U.S. Army WTF moments that could lay out to this current administration in the Department of Defense and the Secretary of the Army's office, which I'm glad that Hotz and Kotz and Secretary of the Army's office are talking. But dude, remember the 201 file? Yeah, you might be old. That's what I was exactly that cause. Yeah, exactly. So the Detachment 201 program is aimed at bringing in part-time advisors from the private sector to help the service adopt and scale commercial technology with drones and robots. I'm gonna tell you what, this is a program that, believe it or not, during World War II was some of the direct commissions in the Psy-War department. That's happened in the past as well. But I think this is a holy shit. We're really slow. We're really lacking, and we need to get these people on because we really suck at this. Because everyone is making us look bad. Exactly that. Oh yeah, good point, Ali. We're raising the standards by eliminating the passing score as a graduation requirement. Exactly that. That's a good question. What's their PT score look like? Do they make height and weight? Holy crap, man. Taylor, you're like, we got meta, but need tool time, Tim. Yeah, exactly that. How about bringing in some advisors to a DARPA? Yeah, that's the thing. There are already existing programs in there, and it's basically what it is that it's like finding your bro who you think, hey, I know a guy. This is the biggest I know a guy thing to happen. And of course, everyone's going to shit on me and get mad at me because I think, no, man, you're supposed to be like, this is innovative. This. Yeah, we have already had innovation within our force already. But you have senior leaders that are in there that are stovepiping that ass, are trying to get into their own. I don't know. They fall in love with their own projects. So the new lieutenant colonels, Lieutenant Colonel Sham Sankar, and then Bosworth. Is that full name? I don't want to fuck up the name because each of the four were sworn in. Oh, there's four of them. Okay, there we go. Each of the four were sworn in by Friday, arrive with decades of experience in some Silicon Valley's most innovative companies. I'm gonna tell you what. There are talented reserve officers already serving that could have fit this mold without doing this shit. But because everyone wants to fight for their stovepipes, i.e. information warfare, soft cyber space triad from USASOC, security force assistance stuff, everyone likes to grab that big fucking feast of money and think that their stovepipes are better. So it makes me laugh. Oh, this is innovative. Meanwhile, there's soldiers in the Reserve Command already, U.S. Army Reserve Command, that could probably leaps and bounds knowing the systems already and what need to be fixed to find out what the gaps are saying, am I a joke to you? This is the most porous method of talent management that I've ever seen. And it's descriptive of the idea of incorporating private sector experience right out of Ukraine, as soldiers who are engineers or computer scientists in their day jobs are MacGyvering makeshift drones or 3D printed parts to use the front lines against Russia. You know who most of them are? Do you not watch? Well, some of these individuals probably not. Some of them are stovepiped in their own specific echo chambers that they don't know that U.S. Army WTF Moments and Vet TV teamed up to talk about Embed Actual, showing American veterans fighting in Ukraine with that innovation. How about you call them up? This is my critique. Sorry, this is my on-the-spot correction. If you don't like it, sorry. That's how any other NCO is going to talk to you too. Like, why don't we use this that we have already? They will fill specific roles, of course, and they were, again, I want some of that. Shit, if I'd known this was happening, you want some experience? I know several candidates in the WTF Nation. Right now, I see them in the comments too. Make them direct commissions. They make height. Yeah, exactly that. Do they make height and weight? What are their PT standards? Yeah. Direct correction officers, and this is from Task and Purpose, often take a different role than their traditional counterparts, and the four tech executives are unlikely to command traditional formations as senior business executives. So we're going to have project officers, even though we have an entire reserve command that are probably project officers in their off-duty time. I don't know. We'll see what happens. The swear, yeah, exactly that. It makes too much sense, but you know that's an Article 50 in the military. Yeah, you can say something like that. Say something like that. Say, hey, sir, when's the last time I need to see your Mr. Patel, what is your first gender order? Yeah, exactly that. Exactly. Ask these guys, to wear a uniform. Are they gonna have anybody wear? Are they gonna teach them how to march? You're not qualified. You have years of experience. You can't do that. You need experience to do this. Meanwhile, here we have these 4 executives that we're just going to bring right on. And Taylor's still going on. What are you going off about, Taylor? What are you crying about? Somebody get a pacifier in a diaper bag so we can get Taylor to get his diaper changed. He's still going off at the. You get a haircut too, by the way. Oh man, since when are billionaires? Yeah, exactly that, Courtney. Since when are billionaires part of the military? Whoa. Yeah, weapons qualifications for our tech friends. It's time for you to go to. Matter of fact, let them OIC arrange. Let's see your project manager. I'm gonna tell you what. The force is laughing at this proposal. Let's see where you're gonna go. Because every time we see something like this, every time there's a new innovation that comes out, or anytime there's something innovated within the force, somebody takes that idea and fucks it up. It never fails. I'm going to quote, well, I can't do that because then it'll directly quote the specific time and place. I'll say something like that. I'll say something different. It's like they're asking for, Matt, Chris, you need to review history. Who are you talking about? Me? Me? Review history? What are you talking about? I'm a little bit dibbler dabbler. I do know that the fact that the members of the Psy-War community, the special operations community, were direct commissions due to their techniques and what they did, but they also fucking performed. We don't obla 2K. Again, man. Oh, man. Ali says that the current administration is determined to erode the perception that the Army is a merit-based organization while commissioning out randos and kicking out qualified minorities. Yeah, Chris, I got it. Yeah, that's what's happened inside. That's psychological operations, the morale operations with the OSS. There was a lot of direct commissions in that process as well. But they actually did some shit, though. While kicking out randos as much as making references to 1984, there's nothing else to call it but doublespeak. I think it's also a little bit of doublespeak, hypocrisy, whatever you want to look at it. I think it's funny because I see that. It's like you can't really say this or say that, or you can't say that all we want is merit based. Your performance, blah blah blah, the character, blah blah blah, and we're gonna make everybody who's currently serving leave. Yeah. What? Also, if you think I need a haircut, maybe look at the new regulations, old head. I'm glad you brought that up, Taylor. I'm glad you brought that up because we are going to talk about hair regulations in AR 670-1 on how all the broccoli heads are fighting it and that brings up another good point. All the broccoli heads are pissed off that guys are telling them to get their haircuts and then they're pointing at their women counterparts. So it's probably since 2005 since I was in. Oh man. Damn, Taylor. Oh, dude, you're, oh, man, in fuego, homie. You are on fire, man. You are on fire, man. You're, woo, Billy Bad. Whoa. Damn. Blue Steel, man. Blue Steel. Lock out your Facebook profile because the trolls are already looking at you. Already getting screenshots of you. So at any rate, I digress. So that we'll see what happens. And no, not 2005. No. I've been in probably. How old are you, anyways? I've probably been in longer than you've been alive, or was in longer before you. I just recently retired, so it's not like What was that on my next? Oh yeah. The next portion of this is Hots and Cots. Back in the news. Hots and Cots, man. I'm going to tell you what, every time we hear something about better at whatever, better at benning, better at, oh no, I just brushed up. Oh yeah, no, man, I'm good, man. I'm good. Yeah, I was speaking more of the OSS type of stuff where there were tech in industry because we had in the Ghost Army, and the psychological warfare side of the house, there were individuals that were direct commission, and they were industry leaders in art, fashion, production, and movie design. So yeah, I know that all too well. But yeah, it's interesting when you see that crossover. Some of them made big strides in the American fashion industry and film as well. So okay, mold is booming back again at Benning, and you know we got a crazy ass comment, and the comment was that Fort Benning. Everyone knows. I mean, come on. Every post in the South, in the Southeast. Well, hell, I just think any installation, because we found that there was mold out in 29 bombs. How the hell do you get mold out there, out in the desert? And so, Fort. Matter of fact, let me put this on the sky cap here. Bam. So, Fort Benning Airborne School, Jump School. We got this posted on Hots and Cots. And on Hots and Cots, it got back to Fort Benning. And everyone got smoked. Who posted this? Who sent this in? Now, contrary to popular belief, there is the world outside of Fort Benning. Because everybody knows that Fort Bragg is the center of the universe. And hey, punishing your soldiers and making them scrub the mold is not going to help the situation anymore. As a matter of fact, it got, I thought the Ghost Army was the guys that didn't show up to formation. As a matter of fact, we got input in the inbox, and then there was also other traffic in the inbox as well, that the leaders of Airborne School were punishing soldiers for sending stuff to Hots and Cots, which, you know, is a U.S. Army WTF Moments collab app that we've joined forces together to post and highlight Hots and Cots. You know, what's a hot? You know, they're 3 meals. You know, the term Hots and Cots. You get 3 hots and a cot, right? So 3 hots means you get 3 hot meals, the old term, and a cot, meaning a place to sleep. So this was posted up. Man, people got, well, I should say, Fort Benning got pissed. The cadre at Airborne School. There's more to the story about the leadership down there as well. But yeah, they were fragging the soldiers. They were smoking troops, saying that you guys shouldn't have fucking did this, you guys shouldn't have fucking did that, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, damn. So we're gonna talk about it again. It never fails. It never fails. Bro, are you hey, Taylor, look, dude, I have forgotten more shit since I've retired than you've ever been in the Army. I retired in 2018 as a sergeant major. So there you go, dude. You're becoming a broccoli head, man. You ain't talking to some of the girls over in Missouri, all right, man? You're in the wrong place. Ain't 205 to old school shit, old school terms. So, anyways, instead of addressing the mold that has been clearly growing for weeks, they pushed the formation. They punished the formation because somebody spoke up. We know the leader too. I'm just waiting for clearance to go. Boop, that's him. Yeah, I am from. I know you're from Missouri. Those screenshots that I've been getting, tell it all the same. Whereabouts in Missouri, by the way? I know some people in Missouri. This is exactly why soldiers hesitate to report. Is that when they stay silent, the issue grows faster. You just got to deal with it. Blah 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 blah. Now, according to reports, that this is an acting first sergeant that's been punishing the troops and holding formations because, you know, again, we get told, hey, hold off on posting this because we'll wait till this gets discussed. Per the soldier, we got corrective training in the pack shed because someone posted a TikTok about the mold. Said that it went through the barracks and there was trash and garbage everywhere, and that pisses me off because this shit didn't happen overnight. And somehow he made it seem like it was our fault, which is true. So I kind of like, so Hots and Cots posted, we shared and posted. Fort Benning leadership responded to the recent mole. Yeah, exactly that, Ali. It'd be kind of cool if the IG would like do something about it. That's another thing too. You notice a lot of stuff that's getting posted on social media lately, you don't fucking hear about it. That CSM's getting DUIs, no reports, no nothing, other than a report that gets posted, like a mugshot or something like that. The inspection identified one building, and this was Fort Benning's response to this. The inspection identified one building with conditions consistent with those reported, and the other two barracks with potential for mold growth. Maintenance work orders were submitted to DPW, which remediated the mold issues with the help of contracted maintenance partner by installing dehumidifiers and air purifiers to prevent the future issues, including mold. A work order process and the unit has been updated to hazard log to better track and manage barracks-related issues. It's a good step forward, and this is according to Hots and Cots as well. We agree. This is from Hots and Cots. A soldier told me the corrective training was handed down because of the TikTok video, not the mold. The acting first sergeant blamed the trash and garbage in the rooms, which aligns with what the leadership shared. But it does not explain away the mold that's been growing for weeks. Mold like that does not show up overnight, and it thrives when an HVAC system fails, humidity spikes, and maintenance work orders go unaddressed. This wasn't solved until it gained attention. That's the problem. If leadership didn't know, then why weren't they walking their footprint? If they did know, why didn't they act? We had Restoration 1 coming on the show on Monday, right? You guys saw the Monday edition where they talked about mold remediation and stuff like that and what they needed to do. You were there in 1989 when he went to base. Man, but that's when I joined. That's when I signed the papers. 89. Man. So you served there for a while. Of course, the 2023 GAO report dedicated an entire section to mold in the barracks and the consequences on soldier health and readiness. And everybody's known about this. The data is there. Also wanting to know, like, I don't know, there's other data that's out there that, I don't know, for some reason it just doesn't get reported. It's like they know, but they don't want to do it. Maybe it's big mold. Literally ask the question, where are you guys buying your shit? Because there's other buildings and locations that I've seen. First cab and 10th Mountain authorized mold. But did you know that first cab, and that's the thing. It's mostly it just seems like contracted. It sounds like just Army construction. Where are they getting their drywall from? Where do they have like mold spores already in these fucking, in the building materials they do to fix our, to even, lay the foundation to build our buildings? Service members and 12 discussion groups told us they considered mold to be a problem in the barracks. Everyone says, mold's always been a problem. Why are you guys reporting on it? Bro, are you fucking for real? So you just want soldiers to fucking live in the mold, huh? Okay. Don't care. And your soldiers see the comments on Facebook as well. That's what I love about social media. Everyone can see your shit. I don't get it. I've lived pretty much along the eastern western southern border, and it's like how do you fuck this up? It's like everyone's like, oh, you're gonna have the Army do this. No, it's okay. I don't want the Army to build any of this stuff because that's mold. It's like big mold. Big mold. It's all again. It's almost like okay, so then give all the soldiers BAH and kick them out of the fucking barracks, and that's it. Or, hey, we just hire some tech guys, right? Some innovation dudes. How about they figure out how to fucking fix this mold? Direct commission that shit. Is there mold in base housing too? Yes, there is. So again, look, man. Don't punish your soldiers for something getting posted on social media because you're going to be all hard. First aren't. That ain't going to work. Because it's just going to get to us. It's going to get to Hots and Cots. It's going to get to Army Reddit. And it's going to get posted. Not because of the mold. I mean, I don't get it. I don't see why you would. I don't see how you come up with the idea that it's the soldier's fault for reporting something. I just blows my mind. Lieutenant Colonel Bob the Builder, yeah. Somebody, man. I don't get it. I've lived in places that have, in the barracks or in buildings, really bad fucking mold, but then you walk into a civilian facility, and the next thing you know, what do you see? They're like, oh, they have all these mold remediation programs that all the HVAC systems have specific. It's just like, God dang, dude. Not as much as the asbestos. Yeah, I know. I mean, quite honestly, you soldiers, that's the thing. We shouldn't have to pick and choose. You want to live in an asbestos building or a mold building? You want to be there? You want to lay there? Is that where you want to lay your head? It's the same thing with like the DFACs. Every time we talk about hots and cots, when what they post up for the child, we just found a missed meal. Okay, your soldiers are still hungry, but all right. No, I'm not going to take a break. I'm just going to keep rolling. All right. Hey, Troop, how come you didn't? All right. So, what was the next thing we were talking about on the agenda, y'all? Let me grab my list here. I think that one, the next spot's going to be the whatchamahusets. The freaking. Did you hear about the household goods? Did you hear about that? Did you hear about? Oh, waiting for Megan to pop in the chat. Did you guys hear that? The contract got changed. Home Safe Alliance got dropped. It was what was it? As of matter of fact, let me just pull that. Let me just pull it up as well, which is kind of funny, man. This is radioactive available. Yeah, exactly. Can we just get some? Yeah, can we get some plutonium barracks? All right, which is kind of funny because I've only seen this in one platform, which is Twitter. I would like to say, actually two. There you go. There she is. I would like to say that it's kind of funny. Now we're talking about the innovation stuff that the DoD would like to talk about rapid response and all that, but they only posted it on one page on their website. And then it was posted on the Department of Defense. It's all on Twitter. Look, I'm going to advise the DoD. Do you know there are other platforms out there that you could use? You'd be surprised. There's Facebook, Instagram. You can even use YouTube. But if you hold yourself only to Twitter, no one's going to look at it. No, there's not people that are going to look at it. So then you're going to be going back and forth fighting everybody on podcasts or this is a lie, fake news. Well, you didn't post it anywhere. So if you guys didn't know, you saw the post right there by the Chief Pentagon spokesperson, spokesman Sean Parnell on the implementation of a permanent change station. PCS Joint Task Force. Today, June 18th, actually yesterday, the DoD terminated Home Safe Alliance, the DoD household goods contractor, for cause due to Home Safe Alliance demonstrated inability to fulfill their obligations and deliver high-quality moves to service members. Which, if you guys not paid attention to PCS Like a Pro, you're not seeing the podcast with Megan from PCS Like a Pro, and also the countless posts that we've, I think, jointly shared together, posted it all together. We're at each other's inbox going, hey, did you see this? Hey, did you see that? Okay, cool. Did you post that? Did you post this? I'll say this is a great team effort. This is a great win. We even got Hots and Cots. Hots and Cots got involved. So the DoD has placed several immediate changes to address the current peak season issues because it's PCS season already. It's already kicked off. Good moves are handled within the legacy of tender of service system to move personnel and their families. So I just want to say real quick, Megan, shout out to you, PCS Like a Pro, for bringing this to our attention. And then we were able to collaborate to get this up, even have you on there, to even get, Rob from Hots and Cots get on there. That's what teamwork's all about. That's what this is what it's all about. This is the type of collaboration and networking that's for the soldier and their families. JTF must also approve that the Secretary must provide the Secretary of Defense with a strategic path forward on an enduring relocation process reforms by September 2025. So we're not done yet. Additionally, the task force must suggest options for the long-term reform of its mission. You know, that's I'm curious now if anybody from the task force reached out to Megan. Megan, has anybody reached out to you yet from the task force? And just go ahead and answer in the comments. Customers can access resources and information conducting their move through tender service program. Let's go ahead. Let's check it out. PCS. I want a PCS. Let's check out PCS in here. We're going to PCS. There we go. There we go. Bam. There you go. Yeah, exactly that, Megan. Now we need to make sure that the right changes are made and that we get full accountability for our community. Amen to that. There you go. There you go. So that's right. There's the link right there. So there is, yep, that's the link. So that's good stuff. That right there, I proof positive that they have everything already lined up on that. And they got the memo up too. So that's good stuff. Nope, not yet. Okay, cool. All right. Megan said that, nope, they've not contacted. It's got a draft email for General Curtis that I'm working on to send soon. Oh, even better, even perfect. Hey, make sure you send us to that too, so that way we can post it. So that way we can say, hey, look, you know, processes are happening. Things are happening behind the scenes. Things are happening on their way. So, yeah, I will. I sure will. I sure will. Can you drop that? Yep. There you go. The Military One Source link is inside the chats. So make sure you check that out. And also go to U.S. Army WTF Moments or go to PCS Like a Pro Facebook pages to see the posted memorandums and the posted statements from Sean Parnell. And you can all see right there. I'll put that in the chats as well. There you go. You guys are just getting inundated with information because I know PCS, man, moving is a pain in the ass. So that's good news for now. And again, we'll see what happens and we'll see how that all works out. Because I'm curious to see. I always give people the benefit of the doubt and give them chances. Hey, you put somebody in charge to do something, and they're, you know, they got to figure things out and they got to see what's up. Okay, cool. I'll give you a little bit. Yeah, see what happens. Exactly that. What Megan said. We'll see what happens. We'll see what's going to go forward. I'm excited. Which I really didn't know. I shouldn't say really didn't know. Is I didn't think that it would be so difficult to, or how fragile, I should say, how fragile our PCS system really was. And man, it was. So more to follow on that. And then, hey, I saw that you yeah, yes, we are. Yes. Somebody sent me a personal DM. Hey, saw that you guys shared Ace Vane. Yes. We like Ace. You don't like Ace Vane? Who doesn't like Ace Vane? Content creator, if you guys, we posted at WTF. He's talking about WTF. Go follow his page, classic memes, and great commentary, voiceovers, and stuff like that. Pretty fun. So there you go. All right. So what's next? So again, with PCS stuff, we got that covered, and we'll see. We'll see what happened with that. Yeah, I'm just curious to see what's going to happen. Like Megan said. Once that happens and it rolls, hey man, give them all, y'all fucking. Oh yeah, I know, huh? Yeah, good point, Megan. Yeah, that's another thing too. Is we only covered. I mean, when you came on the podcast, Megan, we only covered just like the wave tops, and yeah, it's it's incredible. Okay, so we talked about that. Okay, AR-670-1. Everyone's freaking out because Big Sarge somewhere along the line said this new Alarak for ponytails and yada 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 is going to get changed out, or it's going to expire, or you're not going to, you're not going to you can't wear this because the Alarak is ending. It's now listed as inactive. You guys, it's right here. There we go. Clarification about this? I don't know. The last time when it came to Alaraks, an Alarak will always be updated, or it's going to get active with the backdate to it, or there's going to be a change to a regulation to supplement that Alarak. What I don't get is that where did we get Big Sarge coming in saying, well, the Alarak is no longer there? That means everything that's going to go back to normal. Everyone's kind of like, wait a minute. Did you just really say that? Did you just, that's like some of the uniform wear that we have for our AGSUs. An Alarak expires and you can't post it, or you can't wear it like that anymore because the Alarak is. Do we really have that many rocks in the formation? Like Ali said, you're talking about Barrett base. Holy crap. Dude, how many Matt Damon we have telling all these soldiers, women specifically, for hair grooming standards, because the Alarak expired. That means we have to revert years back to normal. Hey, what's up, Army memes? U.S. Army memes. Man. Everyone's losing their damn minds. And it's affecting their soldiers. And I mean losing their minds. I mean the leaders, the Big Sarge leaders that are doing this. Hey, look, stop. Don't panic. Your leaders should be active right now telling Big Sarge to shut up. Because again, normal Army processes is that the Alarak, unless otherwise told or a message is put out, the Alarak 042-2024 is going to get changed back. Blah, 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 blah. Nah, that's not how the Alaraks work. Where's Zoltan, dude? Zoltan usually will pop in here when I'm talking about. As soon as I say Alarak or IPS A or Med Pros, Zoltan will just be right in the chats. Bam! What's up, dude? Again, holy crap. So, stand by to stand by. So, yeah, exactly. So, are we allowed to be 8 up? No. There's sergeants out there, Big Sarge out there that's telling soldiers that they need to be back to the normal. Everyone's talking about pulling their hair back in a bun, freaking out. We'll get further guidance with that. We're gonna get with Zoltan anyways. That was just one of those things that this was sent to us, and I just like, hey, calm down. Usually at the end of an Alarak, there'll be another Alarak that we posted that was the effective date back. Exactly that, Red 4, on point. It's exactly what it is. It's well, I heard that the regulation says, nah. Was that kind of like these people think they're about to get drafted for no reason? Man, what are you talking about? We just drafted 4 people to become lieutenant colonels. I should say that like that. I don't want to get into a Monday edition talk, but man, that's some bullshit. That is some bullshit. I'm talking about the Alarak thing, the Alarak stuff. Normally, the way Alarak works is that it goes inactive, and then another one gets reposted. That's been backdated to whatever. Now we're gonna have Big Sarge tell generations, individuals who've been currently serving the way they've been serving, particularly women. Just stop. So we'll provide more guidance, or we will get more clarification. How about that? You can't get more clarification, right? That's a double, isn't that more clarification? We'll get clarification, Zoltan, because I honestly think that this is you guys are Big Sarge specifically. You're getting stupid about this shit because does it really have yeah, exactly. Exactly that. New update to 670-1 pants are now optional. Well, shit. Have you seen the web lately? There's individuals that don't give a fuck and walk around with no tops. Do we? That's a good question. Maybe I should have opened up a poll. Damn. Maybe I'll do that next time. Open up a poll. Should we bring back uniform shaming? Uniform shaming, like if you're not wearing your top, your headgear, blah, blah. Or you're looking a little bit, a little thick. There's a difference between thick and fat. I know soldiers that are thick that can absolutely just destroy an APFT or ACFT or AFT, whatever you want to call it. Like just kill it. We are turning into the movie Idiocracy. Ooh, that's a good point. That's a good one. But it's a question though. Should we? Is it Bex? I notice a lot of meme pages now to include. Well, I think we all need to have we need to have the council come together and discuss this. That is, should we bring fat shaming back? Should we bring up guys that are walking around with their top, guys and gals walking around with their tops off? Out of uniform. Or drinking in establishments that they know they're not supposed to be drinking in uniform. Should we bring that back? The reason why we stopped doing it because nobody fucking did anything about it. There were no leaders that would do that. Oh, they'll get the ass about a post that we made or something like that. But I'm just saying, just a curious. Maybe we should run a poll later to talk about that. But yeah, Big Sarge, chill. The Aller Act is inactive. Do these Big Sarges don't have any work to do? That's what I'm saying. No, I'll tell you. Hey, Mike, that's a good point. I'll tell you where some of these Big Sarges are at. Because we see it. They're thirsting on their female soldiers on TikTok or Instas. Or posting their own TikToks and Instas as well. Just saying. That's where we see them. Exactly that. Yes, thick is one thing, but if you look like you ate 3 of your soldiers for breakfast, yeah, it should be. Straight obese. And I know what it is. The reason why we're keeping those great retention numbers is because nobody wants to chapter our soldiers out for ABCP. That's my hot take. Because they don't, then they can't go to JRTC or NTC or JMRC or JPMRC or J. Yeah, I say that. That's the Asia Pacific one. Yeah, exactly that. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a good point too. U.S. Army memes in the chats. The amount of NCOs that you see battling on. Yeah. Oh man, all they do is talk shit about each other on TikTok, about being on TikTok, shit talking each other on TikTok. Meanwhile, they're on TikTok shit talking about soldiers being on TikTok when they're on TikTok themselves. And so their soldiers see it. Posting. Everybody's posting third traps. Holy crap. I wish TikTok was around when I was youngin'. Maybe we should do one for the retirees called it Old Talk or something like that. have the old timers do that. Old Talk. Get a couple of the old school influencers out there that we could talk to them and say, hey, you guys want to do like an Old Talk? Just have TikTok, like making fun of it. Because that's what we see. Always sees a bunch of people battling each other. Because I'm going to tell you what, TikTok now is the digital version of throwing hands at the smoke pit with no damage done to each other. And then somebody gets butthurt, uses their rank to flex on somebody else, or says they hate me because I'm beautiful. They hate me because I'm buff. They hate me because I'm they hate me because they think I'm too young to be. I'm like, some of the takes that these seniors are posting on TikTok. I'm like, you guys are shit talking your soldiers on TikTok while you're acting like the same soldiers yourself. Bring back MySpace, yeah. What's up, Insomniac? I'm good, man. I'm on a roll. We've been hitting the topics. Yeah, so you missed. Let's see, tech getting promotions. Mold is booming at Benning. Household good contracts being canceled. Megan Harless coming back from PCS like a pro as a possible guest. AR6 International updates with Big Sarge takes. And then the next topic you were going to hit, that I think I covered that, is that signs are getting replaced. All right, so now we're back to changing our names back to the old names, but they're different people of the old names. Which, oh shit! I have to. Everyone's like messaging. Fort Hood is back to Fort Hood. Yeah, exactly. Fort Hood. Matter of fact, let me let's see. Let me make sure I got this right here. There we go. What's that, Robert? Fort Hood, yeah. So Fort Hood's back. Or the Great Place is going to be the Great Place again with the name. You can't take the ghetto out of Fort Hood, right? Fort Hood keeps coming back. Just when we got rid of Fort Hood. Yeah, exactly that, Insomniac. You think with all the advancements in technology, they're able to create mold-free paint? They can't. So anyways, Fort Hood's back as not Fort Hood, though. It's a different Fort Hood. The other Fort Hood is not the Fort Hood that they're talking about for this Fort Hood, which was then changed from Fort Hood to Fort Cavazos. Yeah, a turd is a turd no matter how labeled you. Yeah. So all the names are starting to come back. So now we got Fort Gordon's coming back, named under Master Sergeant Gordon, Medal of Honor recipient. We have Fort Hood coming back. We have Fort Lee coming back. Medal of Honor recipients. Letting me names. Yeah, exactly that. How about just fix the freaking mold and feed the troops? How about that? So there it is. that I don't know what else to say. It's back to Fort Hood. It's back to Fort Hood. You made ports for Sergeant? Well, congrats. Congrats, Brandon. Congrats, Sort. Well, let us know when you get you pin on the ring. God, man. I really don't get it. But going back and forth, it was just fine to change it, whatever. For Cavazos, okay, would have been kind of like a new branding technique. It'd have been kind of cool to see, named Fort Hood for Fort Hood and changed to Fort Cavazos for, General Cavazos, and that would have been kind of great. Again, I wanted it to be Fort Benavides, as the family wanted it as well. Everyone's like, "You should be for Fort Bragg." No, he's a Texan. His family wanted it. They didn't do it. So, yeah, the name changes are pay. I'll be honest. Yeah, it's like really the soldiers are like the soldiers are. I'll be honest with you. The soldiers don't give a shit for right now. Well, all they want to know is, are they going to eat? Are they going to be able to eat, get paid, have a good place to sleep? That's all they care about. So it's back down to Fort Hood again. So the new Fort Hood name is hang on, I'm almost done. Sorry, I promised some game time with the little one. Back to Fort Hood. I mean, I don't know what to say. Matter of fact, let's go to the Fort Hood website. Yeah, it is kind of cool. Yeah, it is cool to see some enlisteds get in there. Let's see. Oh, here I got the page up. I'm looking at it, and you guys are like standing there going, "What's he saying?" Sorry. All right, let's see. Fort Hood. It's back to Fort Hood. Let's see. What do we named it at? Fort Hood. Why did we name it Fort Hood? Doesn't say anything about Fort Hood named Fort Hood. Fort Hood leadership. Fort Hood. Let's see. Yeah, I know, buddy. Yep. All right. So there's leadership right there. Hey, what's up, General Admiral? The freaking flyer on the WTF Nation main page. Let's see. I'm trying to find out. I'm just trying to find out what the history stuff is. Let's see, that's just like there. But media relations, community. Let's go to media relations right quick. Let's see what they put on there for Fort Hood. Let's see. Yeah, really, do I see anything for Fort Hood? Why they changed it? Or who is it named for? Let's see. Community relations. Let's see what they put for community relations. Let's see, community, blah, blah, blah. Like, what? Fort Hood. Like, Fort Hood is named for blah, blah, blah. Is there anything we can find in here that's for... Oh, wait, hang on. Somebody... Let's see. They should update what was that? They should update everyone's records to the original name. And I foresee issues at the VA in the future. I'm just saying, huh? What do you mean by that, Holly? Because I'm still trying to find out why they named it Fort Hood. They never took my suggestions. Oh man, yeah. Ooh, Red 4. Yeah, you ain't lying, dude. Yeah. Ooh, we called, yeah. Matter of fact, I don't know you guys can do this stuff. No, we'll do it again. How about that? Let me pull up the slideshow that we had. So part of the commission, me and Spanky got together when the commission was drawing, hey, submit this form, do this form, give us a reason why, and we can have the names and blah, 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 right? So here's what we did. This is what we wanted to happen. You guys are going to see my face. So this is what we wanted to do. We suggested and we sent to the base renaming commission because Fort Benavides, because Master Sergeant Roy Benavides was a Texan, Medal of Honor recipient, and everyone freaked out because no, he should be Special Forces or he should be no. You know, it was kind of like, you know, this is where this guy's from, and an installation name for that would have been good, right? So that's what one of the names that we had picked, or we had decided this would be the best idea to have. And then Fort Charity Adams early for the postal commander, which it was Greg Adams, right? So that it was sort of kind of, we got a win on that one, right? So there you go. For JRTC, Fort Pistawa is what we were deciding for that's what we, this, like, mind you, this is the names that we had asked the commission. And then let me see, let me go to the one that really got. Yeah, so we have Fort Harriet Tubman. She's badass. Nothing wrong with that. And then, hey, what's up, Pooks? And then finally, for Fort Benning was Fort Alwyn Cache, home of the General Sherman Maneuver Center of Excellence. Yes, Holly, the names were changed under Biden randomly. No, see, the thing was is that it wasn't like really random. Well, you know, the way you think about it, the base naming commission asked for input, but it seemed like it was like that. It did seem like it was but that was, you know, some of the names. Well, hey, look, man. Oh, well, I mean, fucking someone's going to, I have a feeling once again, new election's going to come by, new administration's going to come by. It's going to get pissed off what the last administration did. And we're going to be right back at the same spot again. So you never know. We might get Fort Mickey Mouse the way things are fucking rolling. Okay, so let's see. Let me keep going about the let me look one more time. I'm trying to find the name to why it was named the new Fort Hood. Yeah, I can't really find what was that? I'm trying to look for the name of why it was called the new Fort Hood. What's the new hotness with the new Fort Hood? New Fort Hood name. So hang on, let me look one more time here. Every time I try to ask for it, people send me some DMs. I'm like, no, that's not it. That's not what I was looking for. Yeah, street. Yeah, exactly that, Pookie. Street sign makers are drooling right now. No, it wasn't that. It wasn't lost sound. I just didn't speak. I wasn't talking. Or refresh your mic, or refresh your screen. So, yeah, I can't now known as Cavazos, now know whatever. Restore the original names. I'm looking for some of the stuff in here. Fort Hood. Let's see. Fort Hood, formerly Cavazos, will be named in honor of Distinguished Service Cross recipient Colonel Robert B. Hood. Thank you for the thank you for the links. Everyone's like sending me a bunch of links. For his extraordinary heroism during World War I amid intense shelling. Then Captain Hood directed artillery fire under enfilading machine gun fire. After his gun crew lost to enemy fire, he rapidly reorganized and returned fire within minutes, restoring combat capability. So this Fort Hood is named after Colonel Robert B. Hood. The different Hood. But it's still the Hood. Thank you for that. Thank you for that comment right there. Thank you for that little. So that's the base naming stuff. All right, so to catch you up there, Insomniac, Fort Cav, yeah, exactly, Fort Cav. Oh man, they were riding it too when it was Fort Cavazos. Cav, and Cav, Fort Cav. All right, so the last thing I want to talk about before I knock out some housekeeping. Look, times are tense. Times are tense right now. If you're a veteran, hey, do us a favor and say, I'm a veteran protesting in uniform that I got out and wearing. Which, it's well within your right, but it also, hey, just, I don't understand I don't understand what message you're trying to convey other than the fact that you're making it sound like, oh, these are our veterans, or these are the people who have our veterans. How is that a veteran? Is that an active duty soldier? So that way the mountain of traffic that we received over a post that somebody posted on, what was that, the Burger King's days or No King's days or whatever days, whatever it was, for basically protesting No King's Day, which I didn't think we had a king, but that neither here or there. But at any rate, a veteran posted a video that in uniform, and it was a veteran. Okay. We got this flooded. Now we talked about that one buck sergeant who was an MI veteran. And she was in the military. Then she got out, served reserve time. And she was walking around with in uniform. Now look, freedom of speech. Well, you're the veteran protesting uniform, the price of beach. Yeah, you ain't lying, dude. You know, I noticed that. Those hunting snacks too. Oh my God, dude. $25 for this yeah, I don't even know. Yeah. If I'm a vet and you protest in uniform, I might catch you. Yeah. Now look, there are some that are protesting in uniform that are being real sly about it. They're covering their name tapes up, but people know them as, whatever. Making comments inside Facebook Lives. I'm tell you what, man, the parade, God, man. What we were talking about, like Mike said, hey, shut your pie hole until you get your DD-214. So this is the video that currently right now that this person is not this is not an active duty soldier, okay? This is a veteran wearing their uniform, which now everyone's asking, should military members turn in their uniforms after they get out? Should soldiers return their uniforms so that way shit like this doesn't get posted? And I'll let you guys and gals watch this. You guys might already seen this on social media.
Y'all are doing your part around the world, but I am. Nobody else is here. I'm in Kansas state capital. It's a beautiful building, not gonna lie. Some beautiful monuments around here, some beautiful flowers. But yeah, I'm here protesting peacefully. I'm the only one so far, so if my Topeka friends want to pull up, that would be great. That would be great. If I'm the only one, it's fine. I'll do it, but shit. It'd be nice to have somebody else at least. Fuck.
Kansas Wake Up was the TikTok.
I don't know if y'all are doing your part around the world, but
exactly. Somebody said the same thing too. Somebody said somebody put their uniform on a toddler, right? Now look, I'm all about freedom of speech. All about it. Totally fucking about it. Protest. Fuck yeah, dude. That's a staple of our country, right? First and Second Amendment. Freedom of speech. I don't condone you beating the fuck out of trying to beat the fuck out of cops. No, because I paid for that with my money. What good would that do? You can just go buy some at the local store. Shit, if they make us pay for them, why don't they get their shit back? Yeah, I'm just asking. There's people talking. I'm not suggesting it. All I'm saying is this: is that you get paid a clothing allowance to do that stuff. So if you get to pay, it's your shit. It's your shit. You bought it. Ooh, that's a good one, Insomniac. It should be a federal crime to impersonate active duty soldiers protesting. Ooh, that's a good one. As a veteran too, right? So once you become a veteran, you should not be authorized to wear that to protest. You shouldn't be wearing it anyways. Again, freedom of speech. But I don't like this. I don't. Because then it gets people confused thinking that, oh shit, that person's an active duty soldier. And then if that person's an active duty soldier, the perception of that individual being an active duty soldier is approached by a real active duty soldier, and then fisticuffs happen, and then people are going to say, well, see, that leader or NCO beat up a private or something like that because they were throwing rocks at each other or something like that. Yeah, the haircut, yeah, dude. So it goes without saying, if you want, you are not making your cause if you're wearing. Now, look, don't get me wrong. I was a veteran. Some people like to wear, the Vietnam vets, they wore their old BDU jackets and stuff like that. They all wore their, they made them into vests, or, back in the day when I was a Joe, when you got out, the practice was turning your BDU pants either into hunting pants, you used them to go hunting, or you got a pair and turn them into jorts, camouflage shorts, and that's it. I mean, that's kind of like the classic thing, but I've never seen the amount of people going full on dressed in full, because then the optics of it is that we have no control of our soldiers that are wearing the uniform protesting. That shouldn't be protesting, which brings the question if they're active duty. I like I said, this doesn't look right. It's a crime, though. Veterans that go to demonstrations in uniforms as reps of the military are subject to end up 6. No. What I'm saying, though, is that it's not enforced. It's just like the TikTok videos. It's just like the soldiers that run around with no tops on. If you're going to walk around, or if you're going to post on social media soldiers wearing their tops off, then you should have that same energy for soldiers wearing, or veterans wearing their uniforms once they're out. Because then I'm just saying, for me, it's fucking. For me, it's tacky, it's fucking cringe, it's cheesy, and you could do something else other than that. Get a Vietnam veteran hat or OIF, OEF hat or something like that with some pins on it or something like that. But anywho. I wear my BDU field jacket during the winter. Yeah, exactly that. Oh yeah, I got my old BDU jacket that I wear too as well. But yeah, I just think that it's, nope, bad optics. I don't like it. But no one's going to do anything about it. No one's going to say shit. That's going to be a Monday edition talk. And that's the problem. It's not enforced. Yep. The U.S. Army, the Army. Oh, I'm sorry. The Attorney General needs to get off her ass and start making an example of these turds. What do you mean, dude? Okay, I'll make my one fucking Monday edition quote here, but comment here. We don't even know what the fuck's going on with the Epstein shit or who's getting convicted of it. We don't know what's going on with that. Yes. So, well, see, that's the thing. Ooh, that's a good one. I got a comment here off the chats. If you post, if you are in uniform, then your veterans benefits should be looked at. Ooh, damn. Ooh, man. That's a good one. That's a hot take. That is a hot take. Damn. I don't know. Even in the UK Army cadets, this would get you kicked out. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The strict standards of, again, to me, it looks tacky. It looks cheesy. It doesn't look, I don't know, just Epstein didn't kill himself. Yeah, you ain't lying. No, according to everybody else, Epstein supposedly did kill himself now. So the narrative keeps changing back and forth. We're just all yeah. Somebody in another chat. We're just all fucked up right now. Tell me about it. I don't know shit about fuck. Yeah, man. Oh God. We got some new chatters in there, huh? Pretty cool. Seen some new faces inside the chats, other than the regulars. So yeah, I think that was. I think let me see that. Let me go back downhill. We'll make sure the list is good. We got the tech getting promotions, covered that. Mold is booming at Benning, covered that. Household good contracts getting canceled, covered that. AR6 International Big Sarge take, covered that. Signs getting replaced, covered that. And protesting in uniform. I think we covered it all. Thank you guys and gals for hanging out. But it's time for freaking housekeeping. It's time to knock it out. That haircut should get him kicked out. You ain't lying, Pookie. Woo! Man. Well, I do appreciate everyone listening in on your, some people got a 3-day weekend. Some people got a 4-day weekend for Juneteenth. So I appreciate you guys taking time out to listening to Sarge's Time. Spanky was out and about doing some stuff, handling business. Then, of course, Friday and Saturdays are the gaming stuff. Tabletop gaming with FTX. And then weekend co-ops. Man, you guys have been saying, look, hey, guys, everyone's like, you guys are playing stupid games and you guys, blah, blah, blah. And shut up. If you don't like it, start up your own fucking page and do your own gaming shit. Stream all the other way. Or ask to join the gamers. Cash is lying though. There was, man, everyone's seen out trying to get him. Damn it, I'm trying to get him out of the Monday edition stuff, and I see all the comments in there. So Friday FTX. They're gonna have FTX this week. Let me check the pop culture warriorage. Let's see if we got we got some FTX going on. Hey, you too, Ben. Hey, I see you in the chats, man. You're a new dude, right? I think that first. Either you've chatted in here before, but I'm not recognizing you. So, FTX, by the way, is tabletop games with CQ, members of U.S. Army WTF Moments and WTF Nation Radio, co-ops with Nemo, WTF Nation, and Valor. By the way, what happened to CQ? What do you mean? What happened to CQ? CQ's still here. What CQ have? Oh, CQ was doing a screener. That's what happened with CQ. See, CQ's doing all this pop culture stuff, and he's he did a screener. He was invited, because of our format that we have. CQ was at a screener for 28 years later. So he's going to probably talk about that too. So he's already in there in the mix doing his movie reviews and stuff like that. So, hey, if he's got opportunities to go and do movie screeners, okay. So that's where he was at. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. Yeah, Pooks, man, we got tabletop games now. So Saturday is of course, like I said, with Valor, WTF Nation Gaming Stack Up, and I think they're gonna start gaming with like some VFW or American Legion peeps. That's what I heard. Rumit has it. But we'll see what's up with that. Sunday, of course, is the actual King Smith. And the coach, what do you hear? What do you say for the sports bar? The Monday edition with myself and Massey, which, again, don't forget that freedom thingy fest with Massey playing, headlining. He's doing the in Gastonia, North Carolina. Yeah, CQ was, yeah, exactly. Yeah, man, I wanted to see that movie too. Yeah, I got mixed reviews. If you're into the zombies genre, then it was great. If you're not into the zombies genre, then I don't know. Yeah, some people might not like it. So the Carolina Healing Through Unity Vet Fest is happening. And you can see our own Massey in Gastonia, North Carolina. Gastonia? Gastonia. Let a plot a course for the Gastonia system. It's going to be at the Rooster, 334 West Main Avenue in Gastonia, North Carolina on the 5th of July. Doors open at 12, start at $1,300. Advanced tickets are at $20. I think it's gonna get highlighted this week on U.S. Army WTF Moments and WTF Nation Radio. And day of is $25. But you can see Dip Massey in there, Stephen Massey, all the bands that are gonna be playing, music, food, raffles. So yeah, I'm excited. That's kind of cool. So we're everywhere, dude. What else? What else am I missing? Missing something else. We need a Philippines trip. What? For what? What? We need a Philippines trip? Okay, there you go. Tuesday's Pop Culture Warrior. Michael Carrasquillo, also known as CQ, with his angry staff of Mad Mike and Angry Elf. Wednesdays, the Smoke Pit with TZ and Radar. The Sorens. The Team Sorens. Smoke Pit stuff. You just walk by it and they look at you and then they don't say anything. And then when you walk by, they keep talking. Smoke Pit. And then, of course, me and Spanky on Thursday here for Sergeant's Time. Make sure you share, like, and follow. We're blah, 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 blah. See, English is a second language to me. That's the thing I'm having a problem with. When I say we are. Well, Mina, we are. Don't deport me, ICE. Don't deport ICE. Don't deport ICE. We are broadcasting live on 5 different platforms. 2 Facebook pages at U.S. Army WTF Moments and 2 Facebook pages at U.S. Army WTF Moments and WTF Nation Radio. 2 YouTube pages at U.S. Army WTF Moments and WTF Nation Radio. And, of course, WTF Nation Radio on X at WTF Nation Radio. So that's where you see all the news and stuff, and you see all the other shit being posted from. So it's like all in one on X. X actually's got a pretty good audience. Most of the chats that I'm seeing right now are mostly coming from X. So it's pretty cool to see everybody. It's pretty cool to see that footprint opening up a little bit more. So, you guys got anything for me? Any other drama? Any other thing you want to talk about? You can see some posts coming up. Some changes with the fucking with the 988. I've got a guest coming on, hopefully, a couple of guests, to talk about the changes on the 988 and how they're restructuring it, and it's not as, I don't know, it's just gonna be fucked up. Specifically with some with groups that are affected. And the 988, if you guys don't know, is the suicide hotline that we post every Sunday. And now there's talk of removing specific groups from it. So now it's supposedly going to be an all-in-one, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, there's specific issues that happen for cultural or societal categories that I don't think they're going to fucking, I don't know. Like I said, once we get more with the 988 people, we're gonna get them to come on, and it's gonna be undisclosed. You're not gonna see their faces, but you're just gonna hear them. So that way, to kind of protect them from all the drama that's going on. It's pretty crazy ass shit. It's affecting also the LGBTQ community as well. So like, wait a minute, what the fuck? So yeah. So make sure you share, like, and follow. Make sure you tune in. I think that's it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, dude. Yeah, the changing. I mean, think about it. The 988 stuff. Imagine you're whoever, and you call 988 and says, "Well, we don't have anybody here on staff that could talk to somebody to able to relate to you." What? What do you mean? But that's kind of like the reason why we post all the freaking numbers of each group that are affected by the 988 number. Kind of, defeats the purpose. So again, we're working on that. That's what we have brewing. What else we got brewing? I think that's it. I think we got some other guest stuff coming up too. So a lot of stuff on the works. So once we get the calendar locked down, of course, make sure you share, like, and follow, and pay attention to all the cues and posts and stuff like that. But again, hope you guys are enjoying your Juneteenth. Remember what it's all about: Emancipation Day, and shots. See you. We don't want to be you. Well, actually, I want to be you. I could not be here without you, so I can't really say we don't want to be you because you're. Anyways, y'all have a good night. See ya.
Hey, this is SEAC retired John Wayne Troxel. You're listening to WTF Nation Radio, the station of choice for all of the badass MFers on the planet.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Welcome to WTF Nation Radio, where we bring the fight to you. In the cast of the barracks, where the
darkness reigns. Arbitrary orders driving us insane. ATF 0 30, no time to complain. Push up in the mud, feel the muscle strain. Army life is a wild ride. WTF moments can't hide. Through the fire we survive. In the ranks we thrive. It's WTF moments in the army's grind. Through the blood and sweat we find our kind. In the chaos and the fire we stand aligned. Warriors forged in the battle's bind. Hilltops in the desert, sandstorms in our eyes. Memories for breakfast, no room for lies. Rock marches through the night under starless skies. Brothers and sisters we rise. Army life is a wild ride. WTF moments can't hide. Through the fire we survive. In the ranks we thrive. It's WTF moments in the army's grind. Through the blood and sweat we find our kind. In the chaos and the fire we stand aligned. Warriors forged in the battle's bind. Drill sergeant's fury echoing in the air. Discipline and duty we all must bear. Battle bodies by our side in the fight we share. In the face of danger we dare. Army life, it's a wild ride. WTF moments can't hide. Through the fire we survive. In the ranks we thrive. It's WTF moments in the army's grind. Through the blood and sweat we find our kind. In the chaos and the fire we stand aligned. Warriors forged in the battle's bind. Flames and firefights, adrenaline's rush. Silent nights, broken by the enemy's hush. Medics on the move in the heat of the crush. In the heart of battle we trust. It's WTF moments in the army's grind. Through the blood and sweat we find out our kind. In the chaos and the fire we stand aligned. Warriors forged in the battle. Army life, it's a wild ride. WTF moments can't hide. Through the fire we survive. In the ranks we thrive. Memories in our mind. Brothers lost but never left behind. Army WTF moments in the stories we find. In the army's embrace, we're forever entwined. It's WTF moments in the army's grind. Through the blood and sweat we find our kind. In the chaos and the fire we stand aligned. Warriors forged in the battle's bind. Through the smoke and the flames we rise again. In the heart of the storm we find our zen. Battle buddies by our side, our men. In the army's legacy we transcend.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.